being videotaped for broadcast. Due to either technical reasons in closed session pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, interruptions in the videotaping may occur. This meeting will be televised on EHT-TV, Channel 97, and posted on Township's official website. Thank you, ma'am. Can everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please. Castellano.
Here.
Paul Hodson.
Here.
William Pauls.
Here.
Ray Ellis.
Here.
Laura Ferner. I'm here. Well, we have a great crowd here tonight, and for a very good reason. And we're going to start with our clerk of just about 47 years. If we wait another month or so to do this, it would be 47 years. So Mr. Castellano is going to read something into the record, and then we're going to go on in.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Tonight, the Township Committee proudly recognizes Eileen M. Tedesco for more than 4 decades of dedicated public service to the Township of Egg Harbor. Eileen began her career with the Township on May 11th, 1979, when she was hired as a part-time clerk in the Department of Inspections. Just a few months later, on September 26, 1979, she became a full-time junior clerk, beginning what would be a lifelong commitment to municipal service. Through the years, Eileen steadily advanced, earning promotions to general clerk in 1982 and senior clerk in 1984, before transferring to the office of the township clerk in July of 1986, a move that would ultimately define her professional legacy. In January of 1995, Eileen was promoted to deputy township clerk, and on January 1, 2007, she was appointed township clerk, a position she has held with distinction, professionalism, and integrity ever since. As township clerk, Eileen has served as the statutory custodian of records, chief elections official, and registrar of vital statistics, ensuring the accuracy, transparency, and continuity of municipal operations. Her knowledge of municipal law, elections, records management, and public service is second to none, and her calm, steady presence has guided the township through countless elections, transitions, and challenges. Beyond her responsibilities to Egg Harbor Township, Eileen has also served for many years as alternate fund commissioner for the Atlantic County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund, further demonstrating her commitment to public service beyond her own municipality. Perhaps most importantly, Eileen has been a mentor, leader, and trusted resource to staff, elected officials, and residents alike. Her institutional knowledge, discretion, and professionalism have shaped the clerk's office into what it is today, and her influence will continue to be felt long after her retirement. Eileen is married to her husband, Frank, and together they have 2 daughters, Nicole and Jennifer, who share in the township's gratitude for the many evenings, weekends, and election days she devoted to public service. On behalf of the township, the administration, employees, and residents of Egg Harbor Township, we extend our deepest thanks and heartfelt congratulations to Eileen M. Tedesco for over 40 years of exemplary service, and we wish her a retirement filled with happiness, relaxation, and well-earned time with family. Thank you, Eileen. Your legacy is firmly written into the history of Egg Harbor Township. Thank you. Congratulations.
Now I can officially say retired. Officially say retired. Thank you for
pleasure serving the governing body.
in the past, those of you who have been here for a while, you know, there used to be a rocking chair. Oh, wait, I'm sitting in a rocking chair. I'm sitting in a beach chair.
Whether it's warm up.
They say summer's coming. I don't know. Another snowstorm might be coming before that. We're outstanding for all of us in the township. Anytime I had a question.
Yes, we do.
But, thank you. Thank you.
Every time I have some glad that you give me no rocking chair.
What a rocking chair. That's what it is.
Collecting dust.
That's what it is.
And this one is actually not as low as some of them, so
I
as you
know.
get a little older, you know, putting yourself on one of those chairs is not the easiest. But this is great. So enjoy your time on the beach. Thank you for asking everything. And we got the clerk's office all here to,
It's all right, you don't treat me like you do.
How are you?
Yeah, Eileen, it's a little stuffy in here now. You used to liven it up, but I mean, you know, we're going to bring the new crew in. Yeah.
and enjoy your. So you're all set? Oh, my God. Yes. Yeah.
Frank, if you sit in that chair, you might not get up.
All right. Come on, ready, 1, 2. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's not in here.
I know.
Okay.
You know, when people come to work here, some of them want to stay here. And we have had something that is very unusual in the police department. Someone who has stayed as long as this gentleman has. So, on behalf of all of us, we are extremely happy that you were here tonight. Mr. Castellano is going to read something into the record, then Mr. Hodson and I. Well, Paul's going to know what Paul's going to say. But look out.
I'm thinking of what I should say.
And the chief. So where's the chief? There he is.
Thank you, Mayor. James McPherson was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and moved with his family of origin to the Jersey Shore upon the retirement of his parents, who had operated a professional photography business in Wilkinsburg, PA, for 38 years. After attending school in Penns Hill, Pennsylvania, Jim attended Mainland Regional High School for his senior year and graduated there in 1979. After working various fields in Ocean City, including building maintenance, private security, and later banking in Ocean City and Margate, Jim sought employment in the Longport Police Department and was hired there in November 1981. He attended the 44th Municipal Police class of the Camden Police Academy and graduated second in his class in 1982. While employed in Longport, Jim also worked in retail security at the Sears store located in what was then the Shore Mall in this township. After seeking employment in the Egg Harbor Township Police Department, Jim was hired in December 1985. After working patrol, he was assigned to the Criminal Investigations Bureau in January 1988. In late 1990, James was given charge of the property and evidence system within the CIB and fulfilled that responsibility until it was modified to a civilian position in mid-2002. Following the 9/11 attacks and the formation of the department's airport unit in May of 2003, Jim sought and received assignment to that unit. Following dissolution of the airport unit, Jim returned to patrol duty and continued uniform patrol, including bicycle patrol, until reaching retirement age this month. Over his years of service, Jim received various training, including fingerprint examination, crime scene photography and processing, counter surveillance, anti-terrorism, and bomb detection, among other skills. Jim is happily married to his wife, Lena, and has 3 children, including a son in this township, a daughter in Lancaster, PA, and a daughter in South Florida, as well as 6 grandchildren, 2 adult stepchildren, and 3 step-grandchildren. We also have Jim's resume here, and I'll just read this into the record as well. November 1981 to December 1985, patrolman, Longport Police Department. December 1985 through January 1988, patrolman, Egg Harbor Township Police Department. January 1988 through April 2003, detective, Criminal Investigations Bureau, Criminal Investigations as assigned. Assigned as property clerk from late 1990 to mid-2002. May 2003 to June 2005, patrolman, Operations Division, Airport Unit. June 2005 to present, patrolman, Operations Division, Patrol Bureau, Squad 2, and most recently, Squad 4. Congratulations.
For so many people, I used to go the streets as a police officer in this area. I remember when he was in Longport, it certainly wasn't like it is today. Longport, I guess it was the biggest problem they had was seagulls in one place. But then he moved to Township where it's a little bit on the wild, wild west end here, including Stars Point and other areas. But I just never thought you'd ever retire, but I guess the rules and regulations of the state of New Jersey kind of forced your hand. So I figured you'd be here forever. And you know, some people say, you know, when they have a vision of different things, they say, well, you've been there forever. I don't think anybody's ever going to challenge your years from Longport to Egg Harbor County for what you did this area. So you're going to be missed.
I don't think they
And I think some of the young ones back there won't mention any names, but they'll never come close to your 40 years. And Longport was different than it is today. Or used to flood, right? Yeah. If anybody doesn't know, December 4th to Longport was the city from nowhere to nowhere. All the state politically, you can look it up. And then when they raised the road, down into the fire green.
Years is a long time. You've done a lot of changes in law enforcement over everything. It's for the Department of Police, Police Officer 2, James McPherson, December 1st, 1985 through February 27th, 2026. Now I'm going to have the chief come up. He's got a couple things to say, and you know what? And before he goes, especially to, you know, when people leave, it's a clown thing that's not the service. So I think that's that's what I'm comfortable with. I'm going to get in trouble.
Well,
First of all, I was going to say that you took the sales out of the people that are going to be recognized next because they're 25 years compared to 40. So, but I did put something together for all three of them, but I'll just, I'm note Mac individually right now. So, I mean, I said it yesterday, we had a kind of a luncheon for Mac. And we had a lot of people, a good showing, especially by retired officers. And so the one thing I do want to say, and you were hitting on it, even though Mac has been here for 40 years, you know, in law enforcement, there's a term that's used for people that might be on the job that need to go. It's retired on duty. Mac wasn't that guy. He was never that guy. Mac brought and still brings so much value to this organization. And I know all the officers in the back will, from the junior guys to the less tenured to the senior officers, I'm pretty confident they'll attest. You know, Mac is that just calm in the storm. He's the voice of reason. He has so much value to impart to the young guys and to us senior people, including, you know, us in command. And that didn't come up, you know, that started when he was a young officer, and through his 40 years, I mean, you don't develop that kind of, you know, that skill set. You know, you don't walk in the job with that skill set that's developed over time, and that's Mac. So Mac, what I was going to say here is, you know, 40 years of service, and you said it's a rarity these days and will probably rarely be seen again, especially the way the retirements are. In 40 years, the change that he has witnessed, think about it. He started with no cell phones, no computers, no internet. There were pagers around. But he's been part of this change that's occurred in the last 40 years, and to the information age, and that's something to be said for that, Mac. Max, the officer, you know, I thought about this, and I'm sure many of the ones in the back will agree. You know, during times of crisis, times of stress, hot calls, Max the face you want to see, because he has that calming presence about him, and that's going to be missed. You always provide sound guidance and introspection to our troops at a time where resiliency is really an important part of the mental health and spirit of police officers. I know, and we've had these talks, and I talked to many of our other officers, that you're one of those informal leaders, especially for our people who, you know, have seen better days, and you're able to, you know, talk with them and give them good guidance. And I was going to get into, like I said, I have a little bit, I don't want to take away from the next two that are going to come up, and then I can kind of tie it all together. But, you know, Mac, we're going to try to, hopefully, we've been in talks to try to bring him back in some capacity. I will say that, and I've said it already, what Mac brings to the table, those are the, Sergeant Ponsel used to say this, the intangibles. And, but he brings the intangibles, the things that you really can't measure, but that really benefit our organization, especially, again, the culture of the organization, the resiliency of our people. And that's what Mac brings to the table. So hang out, wait for the other two to get recognized. And I want to his brother's here, Rob McPherson, former retired from our agency.
Hey, Chief, real quick, Chief. Most of the time when K9 cops retired, you let them keep the dog. What are you going to do about his bicycle? Can he keep his bike? He's always on that bike.
Selena, his wife, and you.
Yeah.
Do you want to put that up there? Or are you going to hold that?
Oh, boy.
If you're not part of his family, just come up and get in the picture.
So you got a list here for them?
Honeydew list time.
Just mention what an honor it is and has been to serve the people. And especially wonderful working for WTP for serving with me. It's unique. For me. I just encourage the men and ladies that are here, still look. Let's encourage each other, encourage each other. Encourage them if you can, sincerely. Cover your hospitality. Be hospitable to those who find base and always be ready to roll for 81. Yep. I got rid of them.
All right, we have two more officers here this evening, but I have to ask the question, who's got the lower badge number? Because Bob Hart has a lower badge number?
Yeah, here's one. Yeah.
He's going first. We have two here. All righty. Robert J. Hart, 25 years of service. On January 5th, 2001, Bob was sworn in as a police officer with the Egg Harbor Township Police Department. He graduated from the Camden County Police Academy class 36, in June of that same year, and began what would be a distinguished 25-year career in public service. During his first 11 years in the Patrol Division, Officer Hart demonstrated leadership and professionalism, earning the responsibility of serving as a field training officer. In that role, he helped shape and mentor newly hired officers, instilling in them the values of integrity, preparedness, and commitment to excellence. His dedication to mentorship has contributed to strength and professionalism of the department. In 2006, Officer Hart was selected to serve as the Atlantic County Emergency Response Team, now known as SWAT. As a team's breacher, he participated in numerous high-risk operations, assisting in the safe execution of search warrants and arrests that led to the removal of illegal firearms and controlled dangerous substances from the community. That same year, he began serving as an instructor at the Atlantic County Police Academy, where he helped train the next generation of law enforcement officers in patrol techniques, officer safety, and tactical operations. In 2012, he was assigned to the Detective Bureau, where he continues to serve with distinction. Throughout his career, Detective Hart has completed extensive basic and advanced training through multiple law enforcement academies, the New Jersey State Police, and accredited universities. His commitment to continuing education reflects his belief that the professional growth is essential to effective policing and community service. Behind his professional accomplishments stands strong and a supportive family. He is a son of Barbara and Jeffrey Hart, whose guidance and values helped shape the man and officer he has become. Bob has been married to his wife, Alyssa, since 1998, and together they've raised 4 children, Emma, Madeline, Abigail, and Nathan. Their unwavering love, patience, and support have been instrumental throughout his career, especially during the many overnight callouts and demanding assignments associated with his service in SWAT and the Detective Bureau. For 25 years, Robert Hart has served the residents of Egg Harbor Township with dedication, integrity, and pride. His career reflects a steadfast commitment to public safety, mentorship, and community service. It is with gratitude and respect that we recognize his years of faithful service and his lasting contributions to the township and its residents. I think we're going to do you both of you together. How's that? Okay, so we've got Sergeant Curtis Ware. Come on down. Okay. 25 years of service. In 2001, Sergeant Curtis Ware began his sworn law enforcement career with the Egg Harbor Township Police Department. Initially assigned to the Patrol Squad Number 3, from the outset, he demonstrated a strong commitment to service, professionalism, and community engagement. In 2004, he was selected to serve as the department's juvenile diversion officer. In this capacity, Sergeant Ware screened all juvenile complaints, managed court filings, and developed and implemented community mentoring and service-based programs designed to positively redirect youth and strengthen community partnerships. From 2008 to 2011, excuse me, he served as a school resource officer, providing security and guidance to students and staff at Egg Harbor Township High School, Fernwood Middle School, and Alder Avenue Middle School. In addition to ensuring daily school safety, he managed a district-wide safety protocols, further strengthening the relationship between law enforcement and the educational community. In 2011, Sergeant Ware returned to the Patrol Division, assigned to Squad 2, where he continued to build upon his leadership and operational experience. In 2019, he was promoted to Patrol Sergeant and assigned to Squad 4. In this supervisory role, he directed daily field operations, oversaw personnel, and ensured compliance with departmental policies and professional standards. In 2023, Sergeant Ware was appointed to the Department Training and Logistics Sergeant. In this critical leadership position, he oversees agency-wide training, manages internal investigations, and coordinates logistical resource management to ensure the department operates efficiently and effectively. Sergeant Ware's commitment to professional development is reflected in his academic and leadership achievements. In 2020, he completed the prestigious New Jersey State Association of Chiefs of Police Command and Leadership Academy. He earned a bachelor's degree of science in criminal justice from Ashworth College in 2007, graduating magna cum laude. That's actually very good. Yeah. He received his Police Training Commission certification from the Camden County Police Training Academy in 2001. He's a graduate of Egg Harbor Township High School. Through his career, Sergeant Ware has been recognized for dedication and service. He was named Officer of the Year by the Veterans of Foreign Wars in 2022 and was honored as the Egg Harbor Township Employee of the Year in 2008. Sergeant Ware's career reflects a steadfast commitment to leadership, mentorship, training, and community service. His professionalism and dedication continues to strengthen the Egg Harbor Township Police Department and the community it serves. But thank you for everything that you've done.
15 to
You're
go.
one of the hardest professions in the world, and to maintain
Well, I might as well have Mac join them. So before I begin, I will say that they all had to write their own bios and provide them to me to send to Roe. And I'll just say one of them said that he was born a baby boy, and he just didn't put the weight in there. I guess you had to read it. It was I don't think it was meant to be funny. So anyway. Anyway, obviously, it's I have to make remarks, and but I was driving in today, and I was thinking about what I was going to say about you three, and I found it ironic that I'm able to make remarks for you three, and what I mean by that is you're good people. You don't hear that a lot. At the end of the day, we all have, again, everyone's had their differences with each of you in your career at some form or another, at some time or another. But at the end of the day, all three of you, good people. And that's what this job needs more of. And the other thing that came to mind is good heart. All three of you, without exception. I think most of the people in this room would agree, especially your peers. At the end of the day, you all have good heart. You drop anything to help us with whatever your strength is, IT related, you being the charismatic Wandon that you are, and Bobby Hart, again, very similar in personality to Mac, very laid back, face of calm. So the service to others is intrinsic for all three of them. They're authentic, wholesome people. These are the things that I truly believe for you three. The other people in the back, I don't know what their opinions are about it. Anyway, you do things not expecting things in return. That's kind of hard to come by. And maybe unfortunately, that's the human element in our job. Some people do things, expect something in return. You three, it's not your nature. You're good-hearted people. You've all experienced adversity in your career. I mean, I didn't. Kurt, had a setback with a illness, and he overcame it. He's here today. I know Jimmy. Throughout your 40 years, I mean, we know that you're human and you're a faith-based man, and you've come a long way as well. And that's what's made you who you are today. And Bobby Hart the same. I mean, I know Bobby, has overcome some challenges, either professionally related or personally related. But again, it's made him who he is today. All three of you, good heart, good people. So, and why is that a benefit? Because the people we serve, the people we are, we need to be reflective of the people we serve who are human. We make mistakes, we err, and it's up for us to recognize that with the people we deal with in the community. And that's what makes you guys, again, good people, good-hearted people. So with Detective Hart, one of the things I wanted to mention, and I think he must have changed the bio, but I think he left off, he's a firearms instructor, physical fitness instructor. Why are you laughing? Because I wasn't one. You were the gang reduction coordinator. So, born and raised in the HT, connection to the community, a direct connection, and we're seeing that more, how that benefits. Well, I can say with Bobby and especially his detective investigations, there's still people in the community that know Bobby Hart, that either know someone that knows Bobby, and that has a lot of value. And so that direct connection to the community helps. So, and has through your career. The one thing, and I'm so glad that your parents are here, many don't know this, that every year the Harts host and then serve as a staging point for our Dare Field Day, which is 1,000 kids, probably 40, 50 personnel. And the Harts host a breakfast at their own expense for the most part. own volunteerism for our people, and they've done it probably since you started, or just after you started here. Oh, before? No. Okay. So, again, I think that's a testament to where Bobby comes from. They're selfless and giving to others, and so that's a reflection of Bobby. And thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Hart, for being there for our agency and our members. Sergeant Ware, again, born and raised in EHT, direct connection to the community. And I can tell you right now, there's been 2 cases where people in the community have had either a problem with a firearm or some other meltdown, but because of Kurt and his connection to the township, he was able to step in and handle that. See, a lot of people don't see that. Even our own personnel don't see the things that can happen behind the scenes. But those are things that we maximize on. We maximize on those connections to the township because they were both born and raised here. Many don't know Kurt has an IT background. He came from the private sector, and early in his career, he used a lot of that IT expertise when really IT wasn't what it was or is now. So he was always helping solve problems or put things into action. And I know Steve's back there. I'm sure, they would butt heads because they disagree because, Kurt would think he's the expert. But at the end of the day, it brought value to the organization. There's a lot of things that are in place today because of Kurt. And training. Kurt's really, the most important function of the agency is the training function. And I don't have to say how busy he is because he's busy. We are probably the most trained organization in the county of all of our law enforcement peers. And that keeps Kurt very busy with all the assignments, scheduling, and the training that we put out to our people who I know can't stand it at times, but that's the nature of our job. It's a high liability job, and we need to be trained and trained properly. And so we do a lot. We invest in a lot of training thanks to the township and the governing body and the finances, and we're able to do that, and we're much better for it. So I talked about MAC already. So what I'll say is, in summary, all three, a combined 90 years of police experience. A lot of value comes from that, skills, knowledge, and abilities that have been developed and fine-tuned over 90 years. All three of these guys, no egos, not looking for accolades. They do it because service to others, which goes back to good people. Hart and Ware, you still have much wisdom to impart here because you're still here. You don't have 40 years like this guy. But we are, as I mentioned, figuring out a way to retain Mac. And I said, I think you could ask anyone in his agency, he would serve value by still being a member here in some capacity. So you might see him back here in the near future. We'll see. And all three of you are loyal as they come. One of the things that, I know all three of you, you've been acceptive to, I'll call it constructive feedback. And that's so important for supervisors and leaders because, again, you take it with a grain of salt, accept it, and go improve upon it. And that's who you are. You have good heart, good people. So you've all left your footprint with our personnel, whether it's Mac, as I mentioned, with his voice of reason and being kind of a cathartic ear for our people. Hart with his tactics and firearms, and Ware with his IT skills and training function. But most important, you've impacted everyone here because of your good heart. So thank you and congratulations.
I know Detective Clark, great guy. Mr. and Mrs. Hart had the big breakfast, but they also, I go to the house, they need it. Thank you for letting us have yourself all these years. You did a great job.
enforcement officers go through a lot. So thank you all.
The one thing I'll say is, I know there was more police here, maybe they got pulled away, but the bottom. Other thing I'll say, you have some VIPs here. We have Captain John, Captain Tyree, Matt Naylor's right over there. Like we talked about Ron McPherson, John Dow. And am I missing any other retirees that showed up? But if you don't know, we're trying to reconnect with our retirees, so we have an email.
Just the right amount. Just the right amount of time.
So you got a long.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Actually, that was from Jen.
If we want to take a minute here, if anybody wants to leave, you're more than welcome to stay to the end. We love having you all here, but I also know. Don't be a stranger.
Hey, Miss Jack, it's gonna be Longwood Beach or what beach?
Yeah, no, they said this is
I thought we were on the Paleons with the local.
See, Eileen.
Hi.
I'll give it another minute. I'll get back in business here.
Ray.
I gotta get Rick out. Okay, yes. Thank you, Chief.
I'll be back next week.
I can't wait to fish. I can't wait to fish.
He's one of those guys.
He's probably 65.
Mr. Ellis, we get you back.
Hey, sometime, Ray. Mr. Hawk.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, where did everybody go?
I want to see you. I'm not here for you.
Madam Clerk?
Hey, Ray. You should hold it short. You can let the total
Pursuant to Egg Harbor Township Code, public comment is subject to established rules of procedure, including a 5-minute time limit, recognition by the mayor, and standards of decorum. Comments shall be directed to the governing body.
All right, thank you, Madam Clerk. We have an ordinance for public hearing tonight. Ordinance number 4, Mr. Friedman.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Ordinance 4 is an ordinance accepting the dedication of a stormwater basin located at Block 5203, Lot 1.12 from Touch of Modern Incorporated. The purpose of this ordinance is to accept the dedication of a stormwater basin from the Touch of Modern Incorporated to the township. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address the governing body on ordinance number 4? Seeing none, can I have a motion to close the public portion?
Make a motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Solano?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Farmer?
Yes. Can I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 4?
Make a motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Castellano?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Farmer?
Yes. Ordinance number 5 for introduction, Mr. Friedman.
Thank you. Ordinance 5 is an ordinance amending Chapter 6 of the Code Township of Egg Harbor entitled Boards and Commissions, specifically Section Chapter 6-140 members relating to the Environmental Commission. The purpose of this ordinance is to amend Chapter 6 of Township Code to update the membership, organization, and alternate member provisions of the Environmental Commission. A public hearing on Ordinance 5 of 2026 will be held on March 4, 2026 at 5 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to introduce ordinance number 5?
Make a motion.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Castellano,
Yes.
Watson,
Yes.
Pauls,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Farmer.
Yes. Ordinance number 6, Mr. Friedman.
Thank you, Mayor. Now, I am told that this is a model ordinance that comes down from the highest authorities in the state. It must be read verbatim, so
Read it verbatim.
I'll read it verbatim. Take a deep breath here. Thank you. This is an ordinance amending the code of Township of Egg Harbor, Chapter 57, entitled Affordable Housing. The purpose of this ordinance is to set forth the regulations regarding the very low, and moderate income housing units in the Township of Egg Harbor, consistent with the provisions outlined in Public Law 2024, Chapter 2, including the amended Fair Housing Act, otherwise known as the FHA, at New Jersey Statute 52:27D-301 et sec, as well as the Department of Community Affairs, the Division of Local Planning Services at NJAC 5:99 et sec, statutorily upheld existing regulations of the now defunct Council on Affordable Housing, otherwise known as COA, at NJAC 5:93 and 5:97, the Uniform Housing Affordability Controls at NJAC 5:80-26.1 et sec, and as reflected in the adopted municipal fourth round housing element and fair share plan, otherwise known as the HEF-SP. A public hearing on Ordinance 6 will be held on March 4, 2026 at 5 p.m. Thank you.
The state would be okay with that.
I hope they approve.
Can I have a motion to introduce ordinance number 6?
So moved.
I'll second it. Here we go again, affordable housing in the language.
Words matter. Have roll call, please.
Castellano,
Yes.
Watson,
Yes.
Pauls,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yeah.
Farmer.
Yes. Ordinance number 7, Mr. Friedman.
Thank you. Ordinance number 7 is an ordinance amending Chapter 225 zoning, Article 4, General Regulations, Chapter 225-25.1, the Affordable Housing Development Fees of the Code of the Township of Egg Harbor. The purpose of this ordinance is to establish standards for the collection, maintenance, and expenditure of development fees that are consistent with the amended Fair Housing Act, otherwise known as the Public Law 2 of 2024, Chapter 2, located in New Jersey New Jersey Administrative Code 5:99, and the statewide Non-Residential Development Fee Act, found at NJSA 40:55D-8.1 through 8.7. A public hearing on Ordinance 7 will be held on March 4, 2026 at 5 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to introduce ordinance number 7?
So moved.
Roll call, please.
Castellano,
Yes.
Watson,
Yes.
Pauls, Ellis,
Yes.
Farmer.
Yes. We have a resolution consent calendar, numbers 100 through 113. Does anybody have any questions? If not, can I have a motion?
Question.
Yes.
Resolution 106, I was wondering if we could pull that to further discussion with the committee to be able to better understand what's going on or what can we do about that. I will not vote on that right now. There's a time.
Do we have a time element on this one that we,
Your release isn't up until August, so.
okay, then why don't we pull it? Okay, we'll pull it.
Okay.
All right, so we're going resolutions 100 through 105, pulling 106, 107 through and including 113.
Make a motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Castellano,
Yes.
Watson,
Yes.
Pauls,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Farmer.
Yes. Resolution number 114, authorizing payment of all bills. Can I have a motion so we can pay our bills?
Make a motion.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Castellano,
Yes.
Watson,
Yes.
Pauls,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Farmer.
Yes. We have some approvals here. Can I have a motion to approve the Township Committee meeting minutes for February 4th, 2026?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. All in
Second.
favor? Aye. Can I have a motion to approve the Township Committee closed executive meeting minutes of February 4th, 2026?
I'll make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Can I have a motion to approve the departmental reports for the month of January 2026?
So moved.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Okay, we're going to go to general public comment, but before we go, I think we have a young wrestler that's moving forward here in the audience.
A wrestler? Oh, yeah.
We have a young wrestler. Mr. Ireland, would you, and bring the boys down and just give us a little bit how this young man is doing?
So,
Can you please come to the mic?
we're here with my oldest, Brian Ireland. Middle child, Mason, and my twins are home. My middle child, Mason, he just wrestled for regional qualifiers for wrestling and now made it. So now he's going to states.
Oh, my.
Congratulations.
So there's only 9 qualifiers.
What is the weight, is there a weight class?
There is so he's 45 pounds. So for regionals, there's only 9 regionals qualifiers throughout the state of New Jersey, and 500 can participate at each time. So it maxes out every single time, 500. They only pick the best 3 from each wrestling weight class. So he made it. So he's the one of 27 best wrestlers.
How about that?
I think that's
So now he
incredible.
goes to Cure Arena up in Trenton to wrestle. So it's pretty cool.
So he learned this by wrestling you.
Brian taught him everything he knows.
Or his brother.
It's a household of boys. So yeah.
So he's had your training too
Yeah.
with the moves?
This is his second year, and
Okay.
he's been watching a lot of TV, and he has a lot of trainers and stuff like that. So it's interesting.
Congratulations.
Listen, buddy, do your best. I know you're going to win. Okay? Do your best. That's all we want.
Hey, Mayor, real quick, he called me Uncle Ray Ray. I went to his wrestling match, and I've never seen anything like it. It was like a Rocky movie. He hurt it from I hit him in his nose. His nose was bleeding. So I thought he was going to tap out. He's screaming and crying and screaming and crying. I thought I said, oh, he's sad because he hurt his nose. He was mad. He was that mad. They put a napkin on his nose, and he went in there like Rocky and pinned the guy. I was there. Yeah, good job.
Congratulations. That's fabulous. Well, good luck when you go to Trenton. And you know what? Keep teaching him everything he knows because he's doing it.
How did he get into this? He was young. I mean, what was the...
So he started wrestling
Oh,
after
okay.
football season, and then he wanted to take over for bigger brother to help
Okay.
out. So then I could.
Is that at a rec center where he started?
And the rec center is the best.
Yeah, it's a bad.
No,
We have a great program out there, and all the volunteers are perfect. We have a great program. So thank
Yeah.
you guys for
Yeah, that's
funding
good.
that, because it's
All right, you're
amazing
going to
because
win,
it's an
buddy.
opportunity.
Make sure you win.
I do fabulous. Well, congratulations to all of you because it's a family effort. So
6. Yeah.
6.
He's tough. He's tough, too. Tough.
Goes against the older kids. It's pretty amazing. Thank you guys.
Can he
Congratulations.
pin his brother? Ryan, can he pin you?
Huh? Can he look with you?
He can pin his brother sometimes.
That's
Well,
probably,
congratulations.
that's probably what the carpet in the den is used for. They wrestle in the den.
One of the rooms will be a wrestling
Uh,
Yeah, you have no choice with 4 boys.
Yeah, you better make it a big room with the 4 boys.
The 4 boys. And before we go any forward, our ambulance director is here, Director of EMS, Chris Bruning. Chris, you have anything to say, or are you good, or? You're all good. All right. I can see you sitting there. I want to acknowledge that you're here, and thank you for everything that you do.
but Chris, has things slowed down with the ambulance?
No. No.
Okay.
No. And
Well,
so,
I do see your unit in Summers Point, where it's stationed. And all our vehicles are back. You got everything running? Okay. Well, I mean, listening to the fire bans, with this weather, it put some strain on emergency services, no doubt about it.
It does. That was just, we haven't had that guy.
So out there.
Just tell them all that we appreciate all the hard work they did. It was a rough couple of weeks. A rough couple of weeks. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now we're going to general public comment. Does anybody want to address the governing body on any issues whatsoever? Seeing none, can I have a motion to close the public portion?
Make a motion.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. All right, we've got township committee reports. We're going to flip it this week, Pete. You don't have to go first. Mr. Pauls is going to go first tonight.
Talk a little bit about
Did you read now?
construction going on in the township. A lot of jobs are shut down right now. Fields that we were doing, soccer fields and that, rode by there wasn't too much going on. Should start easing up a little bit. The project right down here on Bardentown, Pacon Creek, seeing them starting up again. So that project's going. Was notified by some local people that there was a bill signed in the Senate, and it was Bill S 4864, and it was on project labor agreements. For knowledge of project labor agreements, there was a minimum you had to have over $5 million projects. The governor has signed the Senate bill, and the new law states that there's no bottom to that. You can put a project labor agreement on anything as far as you want. So notification probably will come out to towns. Just want everybody to know it's a very good way to put local tradesmen to work. Egg Harbor Township has always been in favor of project labor agreements. As president of Building Trades, we did a project labor agreement for you in the community center. That went very well. So just wanted everybody, but there's no minimum on that of $5 million. Also, you asked me to do the John Carmen dedication, and I formed a committee on that. Committee had 2 meetings so far. Really want to thank the members of that committee. Last year with Marco Polo committee was outstanding. This committee seems to be doing the same. It's amazing what volunteers can do. So as we get closer, we're going to probably do that dedication sometime. We're shooting for in June. As we get closer, I'll give you all a heads up on where we are with that. Township committee has seen what our thoughts are on that. So
It'll be a great project. Thank you. Paul?
Real quick, I'm glad the weather is easing up because public service, EMS, fire has been pretty busy. Our fire department's been pretty quiet. I shouldn't say that, but we had to help other communities. We sent help to Galway that had a serious fire off of Route 9. And the issue was it was extremely cold and availability of water. So we got through this. I'm glad the weather's breaking. Just one thing to the public. Think about it when it gets this cold. The water break leaks will blow your mind. Think about that. Your home has to stay warm. Don't go away to Florida and leave it on 45 degrees. You're going to have a problem. And the reason I say that is, my son works in Ventnor, and they were averaging 20 calls a day on water leaks, and we had them here in the township. So be cognizant of the weather, okay? These homes aren't built to keep the water running, and the pipes will freeze, and then when they thaw out, you have a mess. And to our rescue squad people, it's tough when you can't get to the door when there's 2 inches of ice. I hope the ice disappears soon, and we don't see any more wait till next year.
Absolutely. Mr. Castellano.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, I want to thank you for appointing me as representative to the Pinelands Commission, specifically the Pinelands Municipal Council. We all know the harmful effects of overdevelopment that's been brought on by the Pinelands Commission. So I look forward to taking a fresh look at all of that and to representing us aggressively on that particular council. Yep. And then also, I just wanted to report that on March 7th, I'll be attending New Jersey League of Municipalities budget training, budget workshop.
Very good. Mr. Ellis.
Say already? Yeah, I'd just like to be thankful for, I received an award from the county yesterday. And I'd like to thank all those county committee people and the thoughts and the support from my own right here in AHT. And I told them I'm not a Facebook person, but friends of mine told me it's over 1,000 likes and comments and stuff like that. So I don't want to never look for a pat on the back, but every now and then it's good to be recognized, and I really appreciate that. And like I said, we have a great town. You know, we want to keep it great. Let's work hard together to keep it great. And say hello to Miss Bird from School Board. Okay. All right.
Thank you. And I just have to say something regarding Ray's honoring yesterday. When you saw the amount of people that turned out and the effect that he has had on people's lives from their childhood days until now, when you talk to someone who's 45 years old, who said if Ray hadn't set them straight years ago, they don't know where their life would have been. So what you have done to help children and continually to help them as they grow into adulthood, you won't even know the legacy that you leave, because these kids are taking the proper, the way to conduct themselves and changing it from what could lead them down the bad route to a good route. And you don't even realize how many kids are affected. Their families down the roads will be affected. So Ray, you did an outstanding job. And I was very honored to be there and to represent you and for everybody else. Most of us were there, and it was a good thing. It was a great day, and just thank you for all you've done with everybody. So you did great. Just two things. Tom, could we get a rec update next meeting from Rick or from you regarding the positions of the fields and what's going on? Hopefully we'll have a thaw between now and then, and they're back out working.
Things are coming around.
Yeah, but it's wet out. I was out there.
Oh, everything's a muddy mess now. So.
There's mud everywhere.
I bring my golf games as well.
Oh, I bet it is. The golf course, I know, because you go out there and it's not even cart path only right now. It's not even golfing. There's no golfing.
The courses,
and that affects the numbers at the golf course for the whole year. So we need the good weather to get here.
I think that's good too, because we got to see if these fields are behind schedule. They have to be pretty significant because of the weather.
I'm sure they're behind a little bit, but we weren't planning on putting the side down until late March anyways.
Yeah, but the one is, there's water everywhere.
Yeah, but give us an update. And the only other thing I'd like to say is yesterday sundown started Ramadan. So for all of our Muslim friends, we wish them a blessed Ramadan. And today is Ash Wednesday. So for our Christian population, we want to wish everybody a very holy and safe, well, not safe is a word, but a holy Lent, that, you reflect on the gifts that we've been given in life. And this is a good time to do it. For both faiths, it's a good time for reflection. So I just want to recognize all of that. And pretty much that's all I have. Tom?
No report tonight, ma'am.
Mark? John? Nothing. Okay, and here's my next question.
Yeah.
Do we have need for a closed session?
No, ma'am.
So,
Promised Deputy Mayor Ellis this afternoon. So.
Well, since we have no executive session this evening, could I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make it.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. Have a great night, everybody.